Namaskar. The media is outraged that Israel demolished the Al-Shorouq and Al-Jalaa towers. I am going to tell you what they are refusing to cover. Hamas hides terrorist infrastructure behind media offices. Even before the IDF published that these buildings housed Hamas, it was already in the public domain. In 2009, the Al-Shorouq building housed Al Arabia offices, and one of their journalists was caught on camera admitting that the Hamas had fired rockets from it. Then there is the Al-Jalaa building that houses the AP Gaza desk. In 2014, Matty Friedman, an ex-AP journalist, had claimed that the AP staff in Gaza would witness a rocket launch right beside their office, endangering reporters and other civilians nearby, and the AP wouldn't report it. The press didn't tell you this because they are forced to conform to Hamas's strict censorship or face deadly consequences. After an Italian journalist witnessed Hamas misfire a rocket that killed children, he had to wait until leaving Gaza before he could report it. Even if they want to report the truth, they cannot if they want to remain in Gaza. How this story is reported is disgraceful. Israel is accused of trying to censor the media when they have more foreign journalists per capita than any other nations, and they are free to criticize Israel. Meanwhile, Hamas persecute any journalist critical of the Hamas group. Israel hides its civilians in shelters and protect them with the Iron Dome. Hamas hides its weapons behind civilians and uses them as human shields. Hamas aims its rockets at civilian buildings where even children are murdered, while Israel does everything it can to minimize civilian casualties. Not one civilian was killed in either building, as Israel gave prior warning by phone. And after the call, they then fired a non-lethal warning of weapon above the roof of the building, and only then were the buildings demolished. After the IDF, that is Israel Defense Force, was confident that they were empty. Israel tries to avoid civilian casualties. Hamas tries to ensure them. Thanks for watching. To help us make more such videos, you can support us via Google Pay and UPI platforms. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.